Hello, hello. How are you, Barahope family? It's Essie Sibanda here again. How are you? Good evening, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening or good night. We are 6:35 UK time. I just came here just to say, guys, hi, how are you doing in this pandemic? Are you guys surviving well? Are you able to do? Hi, Nyarai, thank you for watching. How are you doing, my sister down there in Luton? I miss you, and I wish we could give each other hugs. And these virtual hugs are not working for me anymore. You know, I'm a people person. I love to see my people and just have a good get together, good hugs, and, you know, laughter and all. So I was just thinking about, you know, I know we did speak about people behaving, and we spoke about the envious people comparing themselves to others. And I was just thinking about that in terms of behavior of people. I think the question was, why do people behave the way they behave? And I just wanted to actually draw you to the point that people they have a decision of reaction in anything which would have happened in their life. So you do have a choice to be able to react in a positive way or in a negative way. And the way you behave actually means that the way you are inside of yourself. So if you're going to be really nasty to someone, its bottom line is there's nastiness in you, which you need to investigate where it is coming from. There is nastiness which possibly is a wound which is leaking, which needs healing, and the only person who can heal that wound or that hurt pocket or that shadow which is in there, which is causing you blind spots, is you. And you have to make an intentional choice of wanting to heal that wound. Otherwise, you are going to actually display your inside to people all the time. Some things go wrong, and then if you don't take responsibility for yourself or for your actions, it then means you are actually putting that blame on somebody else rather than putting that blame on yourself. So I always say to people, hello, my name is Miriam, how are you? I hope you're good. I always say to people, if they've had somebody actually being nasty to them, you shouldn't worry about that. It is not about you, it is about them, because they're just displaying their inside to you. That's how they are inside, and they're just trying to display it to you. So you just hi, my name is Miriam, how are you? Thank you for watching. I hope you are looking after my family very well. Miss you. So I always say people, you know, you should never worry about people who are nasty to you. It's basically because they are trying to display their hate onto you, and they haven't decided yet to deal with that hurt in a way which is good for them in terms of getting some healing, or in a way which is not dysfunctional in terms of them interacting with people. So the people behave certain ways because they are trying to heal some wounds which are within themselves, which they are trying to get rid of, but possibly not knowing how to get rid of them. So, you know, if we see somebody who is forever, you know, angry, possibly it's a defense mechanism which they've had, which is a protection mechanism which they are trying to do. maybe we would need to remind them that they are displaying their inside outside, so that, maybe we prompt them to think whether they need help, to enable them to explore why they are in a defense mode, or why they are behaving the way they are behaving. So that's what I thought I would actually just come and tell you and share with you today, because at times fear also makes people agitated and jittery, such that they end up reacting in a way which is detrimental to the other person. And usually it's people who we love, we hate most, because that's where you are comfortable, and it's very easy for you to actually display those in a way which is hateful to them. And also because you would know that, if anything happens, that's where you can be yourself. And also those are the people who can maybe love you and forgive you, where when you have gone into your dysfunctional behavior. So let's look inside ourselves and ask ourselves, what are the stories we are telling ourselves which are leading us to get into a dysfunctional mode, or what are the hurts which we are trying to protect ourselves from, which means we are always combative with others, not giving others time to see us in a different light than being maybe quite conflicting, or quite argumentative or agitative. So let's look at that and see how we can behave, which can in turn, allow us to be able to intimately relate to others with respect and with honor and trust, because otherwise we won't be able to do anything other than that. And possibly, we are feeling pity for ourselves for things maybe we are unable to achieve, which, if we have unmet goals, that might also agitate us in a state where we are unable to understand what is going through our minds or what is going on with us, such that it becomes really, really difficult for us to understand. So let's go out, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go out and foster meaningful relationships. Let's be intentional in listening to what people are saying to us. Let's also be slow to speak if someone is speaking to us, so that we give them our attention. Because I think that's what lacks when we are communicating these days. We don't have time. And obviously we are on our gadgets most of the time. And when people want to converse with us, we are busy. And people will say, "Did you hear what I say?" You say, In actual fact, possibly we haven't even heard what they've said, because we were so absorbed. We are on Facebook, maybe, listening to AC speaking on Facebook, and we are still having that, conversation, which we are supposed to maybe allocate time and be intentional in creating that space to be able to relate to others, so that we still know who the other person is, or what the other person is feeling, or what I am feeling, which I need to give to you, but then you are not giving me the time to be able to do that. So let's do that, guys. Let's go out there, foster meaningful relationships, especially with our families. Let's converse, let's talk. COVID has taught us a lot of things. COVID has taught us to be that, anything can happen, and tomorrow you can wake up and you are no longer there. That's why I always talk about our gratitude diaries. I always say, let's be grateful for what we do, and, let's talk, and let's, let's laugh. Me and my sisters always do let's laugh in the morning. Oh, and my other sister will say, you have just killed me with what you have said. It's very good to talk. Because I think when we were growing up, when we were children, we had a lot of time together. You know, we could do everything together. We were like in each other's faces and we were interacting, and it was continuous. But as we grow older and we get, each and everybody's got their own family, and we go further apart, and that sort of, you know, that distance between become even emotional distance. We don't have time to have meaningful relationships between siblings and all that. It's very important that we have that, because we don't have time. One day you are speaking to the other one, and tomorrow the other one is gone, and before you know it, you don't even know how to behave, because it's so painful to think, and then you'll be having some regrets. Did I tell them I loved them? Or maybe I didn't tell them enough, or maybe I wasn't there for them, and maybe there are so many maybes which you'll be talking about. As my late baby sister used to say, maybe you should never say maybe or if, because that is the thought process of a fool, to be dwelling on maybes and ifs. So let's not do the maybes. This is the time for us to foster meaningful relationships. So I just thought I should touch base and go back to what we are discussing, why people behave the way we are behaving. And anyway, drop me some hearts if anybody wants to have a chat. It will be good. But from me now, I'll say good evening from the United Kingdom. Those girls and boys, or ladies and gentlemen in Australia, United States, Canada, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, or the warm heart of Africa. I love the motherland. But, you know, for today, I will leave it here. Nyarai, Makona, and Miriam, thank you, my sisters, for watching, and I hope you guys are doing well and are staying safe in yourselves. And you can drop me some hearts or WhatsApp if anything you want to have any discussion. Stay safe and stay blessed. You are much loved. You are uniquely made, and you are beautiful in yourself. You are pure spirit, and you are gifts from God. So I love you all. I'll leave you. Bye.